Returning to our coverage of the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump.
Yes, joining us now is ABC News contributor and former NYPD Chief of Detectives, Robert Boyce. Bob, it's always good to have you. Thank you for your insight here.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Something that's on a lot of people's minds is what they're calling a complete failure of the Secret Service. Do you agree with that? Do you think that that particular rooftop and the ones in the vicinity should have been secured beforehand?
So, Charlene, this was not a challenging environment. It was somewhat rural, and it should have been covered at some point. There's something called overwatch, where you have an evaluation of high elevation assets that has to be looked into. Now, the Secret Service is in charge. There's a site manager, and there's an advanced team that goes through all these things. This should have been done, from what I can see right now, much better than it was. You have a pitched roof, so this shooter had crawled up that pitched roof. At that point, you had people seeing him notifying the police. So you're looking at something happen that should have happened within a couple of seconds, and that's human nature. I understand that. But this probably should have been identified before he fired those shots.
Yeah, we want to ask you this. Overnight, we did learn the identity of the suspect, Thomas Matthews Crook, a 20-year-old registered Republican. We know very few things about that suspect. So what are investigators looking into now about him? What exactly do they search for?
So right now, you're looking at him and see who he was talking to, where he was in life and all kinds of things, his political leanings. And did he report it to anybody else? Was he active on social media? Talk to his parents. Get a search warrant for the house, which I'm sure they have, and go through and find out where he got the gun, number one, and how long he was planning this, and how much ammunition he had on him. So those things are all going on right now. Give us a better idea of where he was coming from. We don't know exactly a lot. Unfortunately, these folks come out of the blue, and we're not on top of these things. But that rifle system that he had, with that proper optic that he had, make him really dangerous at 400 feet away, which is where he was. And it really didn't take a lot of training to do what he did. And that's the scary part of this whole thing.
Yeah, we're showing those images, those first images of the suspect in pictures. Bob, are you still with us? Okay, there we go. We see you again. Just making sure. One final question. We haven't seen the likes of this kind of an attempt in the past 40+ years. So how is this going to impact security here in New York and just around the country, days ahead and maybe perhaps the future?
Well, Charlene, tomorrow is the RNC. So you're going to see a presence across the board. How many assets were assigned to former President Trump? And that's going to be taken a look at as well. He should have had more people involved from what I can see right now. Inside the incident, your magnetometer, your wandering people for weapons. You have a system of barricades there to keep them away from the crowd. But this was an exterior threat. And that's one of the easier things to do, is have people out there. Yeah. Now, Butler, Pennsylvania Police Department is fairly small. And so I don't know what they contributed to this.
Now, Bob, I do want to ask you, because you do have extensive experience with the NYPD, what's happening locally in the minds of the NYPD and officials in New Jersey, law enforcement in New Jersey? What are they doing, and are they working together right now since the former president is in Bedminster?
Yeah, so let's cover down on this. The local police departments, as well as our police department, are covering down on any kind of secondary attempt at him right now. But we don't know what we don't know. So that's why they're going to go into this Mr. Crook here and find out who he was talking to, or any copycat things. So everybody is securing locations around the city, around where Mr. Trump is right now, and where he's going to be. It's important to understand that you're going to over-deploy, I should say, assets to this location.
We will certainly have lots more conversations about this as this investigation unfolds. Thank you. Thank you, as always, ABC News contributor and former NYPD Chief of Detectives, Robert Boyce. We appreciate you.